My mom used me to save her failing marriage, and I was only 8 years old and had no clue what I was doing, that I could have been free if I just shut my mouth. No, I let my mom manipulate me. And you know why? It's because she promised me the Polly Pocket hip cruise ship. You know the one I'm talking about. I wanted that cruise ship, and you know what? I did get that cruise ship for Christmas. Am I glowing? Why am I glowing? I've been messing with the lighting, and I just can't get myself to stop glowing. So I have extra pizzazz today. You're gonna have to deal with it. These are the different colors I can use. Let me know what your favorite one is, and I'll do that one. Wow, I look really orange here. This is more normal, right? We'll go with this one because I look less like a ghost. But see, I'm glowing again. I can't win. Ignore the fact I look like Casper in my crazy tiger shirt and try to focus on this crazy nonsense that I'm about to spill out of my mouth, which is my mom using me yet again for her vicious desires. In this case, keeping my poor crippled dad trapped in a loveless marriage for the sake of her own reality. This reality she's contracted where everyone thinks we're the perfect family and we have a lot of money, but we're actually white trash and it's not a good family. Our family was more like the Griffins from Family Guy, if anything. She was trying to act like we're wholesome, like it's just a beautiful day in the neighborhood. No. My dad threatened divorce many times when I was growing up. Hi guys, I'm Jess or Jesse. Welcome back to my channel. My pronouns are he, him. I'm gonna start saying that. I don't really tell people that I'm a trans man. I just assume they know. So for those of you that don't know, I am. Surprise. My pronouns are he, him. They're in my bio. Why is my hair sticking out like a porcupine? My pronouns are he, him. They're in my hair. You know what? We're gonna live with it. They've been in my bio. They've been there for years, but in case you didn't know, yeah, get them right. Respect them or get the chop. Yeah, so I was seeing if I put the camera here, if it would be better, and now I'm glowing from this side. I kind of look like Jesus. Are you guys okay with that, or is my wax figure face freaking you out? Maybe we dim it down. There, that's more normal, right? We're gonna go with this. Anyways, hi guys, I'm Jesse. I tell story times, and I also do skits and share the news on my shorts, so be sure to subscribe if you like that stuff, and we're gonna get right into the story time. Be sure to grab some snacks and grab some Coca-Cola, whatever soda you drink. I like Coke, it's the best. And if you disagree, well, your opinion doesn't matter, because I rule here. Coke is the best, okay? Coke up here, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi way down here. If you like Pepsi, you're insane. Make sure to bip that wrong if you got it, and let's get right into it. And happy Saturday at noon. Because that's what it's going to be, because I'm filming this on a Friday, and it's way past 3. My dad would threaten divorce all the time, and this particular one was because my mom kept spending money we didn't have on pageants. It was the year before the big 2008 recession, and my dad had just had a major heart attack, and my mom still wanted to spend money that we barely even had before the heart attack, when dad was working. Well, the way my mom would get money is by scamming other people. There was this kind old lady that lived down the street who was the mom of my dad's wife from the marriage before Linda, who's my mom, and she was like a grandma to us. Well, my mom would always go on about how Granny and Granny's kids specifically would take advantage of her and ask money from her all the time. And I thought that was kind of crappy because Granny wasn't in the most sound all the time. Like, she had dementia and it was starting to show even when I was 12 years old. So the fact that these grown kids of hers would ask money from her and take advantage of her, I didn't like that. Well, my mom went around and did that exact same thing. I didn't know this until I was 20 years old, but my mom told Granny that we desperately needed money for the house because dad was sick, which was true, and she borrowed $300 and used that as an entry fee at a pageant. Poor Granny thought she was doing something nice, and my mom was taking advantage of that kindness. Mom, you're a bad person. And I don't think she ever paid Granny back. Granny's dead now. Rest in peace, Granny. I'm really sorry for my mom, but you had the best vanilla cookies. I'll never forget that. My dad was sick of this. He said, if you keep spending money on these pageants, I'm gonna get a divorce. That wasn't the only thing. My mom treated him like crap, okay? And he was also cheating on her. What a happy marriage, but they stayed together for the kids, right? It was totally for us and not for them to save face. It's never for the kids. My mom and dad ended up having a fight because my mom spent $1,000 on a pageant and I came home with a $7 stuffed dog from the Dollar Tree. And he said, that's it, I want a divorce. Because, you know, my mom wasn't going to stop doing the pageant. She loved all the Facebook attention because my mom said, and I quote, it doesn't matter if you lose the pageant because you still get a crown and the people at home don't know how it works. So they see you got princess and think that's the second highest title because queen must be first when princess is actually the lowest title. But everyone back home is like, oh my God, congratulations. When I didn't really win, I just got a participation award and a $7 stuffed dog. My dad didn't want to spend $1,000 just to play, oh, look how pretty my daughter is and how my daughter wins pageants. He didn't want to play that game. So he said, I want a divorce. And you know what? My mom must have really, really believed him this time because she was taking it serious. She was boo-hooing on his lap, crying, doing the whole 9 yards, begging for him not to leave, saying, I'll even have schmecks with you if you please don't leave. I'll stop going to pageants or we'll find cheaper ones. Please don't leave me, hero. Please, please, please. And he was sitting back in his chair like this, like he did when they finally did get divorced and he went through with it. Just ignoring her advances, not interested. Nope, nope, I'm filing. Well, finally, my mom gets an idea, okay? She pulls me into the kitchen with my dad in the other room, and she's whispering to me, and she says, I'm gonna lose my marriage. We're gonna get a divorce. You know what happens, huh? You know what happens if we get a divorce? Your dad's gonna go away, and we're gonna have to move out of here because he's gonna get the house, and you'll have to leave with me because the kids always go with mommy, so you'll have to move out of your house. Do you want to move out of the house? And I'm like, no, I don't want to move out of the house and not live with dad anymore. That sounds awful. Well, then here's what you gotta do. You need to go in there and tell your dad not to divorce me. And I'm like, what? Yeah, you need to do that, and if you do that, I'll get you that ship you've been wanting. The Polly Pocket Hip cruise ship? Yeah, that one. You'll get it for Christmas from Santa, okay? I'll write him a little letter, but you gotta do exactly what I say. I'll do anything you say for the Polly Pocket Hip cruise ship. And this is what she said. She said, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna get on his lap, and you're gonna look up at him like this because you look really cute when you look up at him like that. Remember, you have him wrapped around your finger. Jess, you remember that. So you make sure to look up at him with those big eyes that you do when you want to go to McDonald's when we actually have food at home, understand? And 10 words or less, right? She explains this to me. She even told me to reach up and cup his face and make sure he was making eye contact with me when I told him, don't leave mommy. And that's what she said. Tell him, don't leave mommy. It'll make me upset. And if you can cry. And I'm just like, okay, mommy. And she's like, all right, now go. And she sends me into the living room like a good little soldier. And I go up to dad and I just I get my big lip, my big pouty lip. And I'm like, Dad, I don't want you to divorce mommy. And I get up on his lap and everything. And I'm like holding his face. And I get all sad and just do the whole thing like mom asked. And my dad puts his arms around me and he's like, oh, honey, you don't want me to divorce mommy, huh? How long has this been down here? Because I swear I fixed that before I started. Am I crazy? Ignore that. I'm sorry that was showing. I'm sorry that my nipple was showing. That's what you call the clasp on a necklace. It's called a nipple. I know. Funniest thing ever. My nipple was showing, y'all. So sorry for that. Didn't mean to flash you there. Well, my dad puts his arms around me and he's all sad and he's like, oh my gosh, you really don't want me to divorce mommy, huh? Well, why is that? Well, because I really want us to stay a family. And I just threw that one in because that's the root of it, right? If our family breaks up, I lose the house and all my toys and I'm not going to see dad anymore. I'm going to have to go with mom into a smaller house with less land to play on. That's pretty much what my mom was saying. She was guilt tripping me. Well, I do a really good job because my dad doesn't go and file. He canceled his appointment and they stayed together for another 12 years. Goddamn. No, my math's off. It was like another 10 years. I can't do math, guys. What's funny is when my mom did get divorced, she blamed it all on me and called me a homewrecker. And it's like, nuh-uh. Because actually, I saved your marriage when I was 8. Because I remember getting that hip cruise ship. So I did a good job. And I loved that hip cruise ship. I opened it on Christmas and it was this big, which was big to me as a kid. And I played with it all the time. It was the best. I used to always hate it because my mom wouldn't let me just leave it out open in my room. She'd be like, put it all away when you're done. That was annoying to fold up. I'd always get everything how I wanted it. And then when I got bored after 30 minutes, I couldn't just leave it there to come back the next day or later on. I had to put it away and then set it all up again. But honestly, setting it up was the best part. So who can complain? Anyways, I know this one was a bit shorter, but I just didn't have a lot of time this week and I've been kind of burnt out. Yeah, my mood's been like a roller coaster. It's that energy in the air, that election. Vote Kamala Harris, if you care about women and, me. Because, Trump wants to take my rights. And the only reason I'm still here is because my access to my transgender affirming care. So yeah, thank you all. Anyways, Fridays at 3, Saturday at noon, you know how it is. Please hit that subscribe button because it helps me. And I like to grow the community. Y'all are fun and nice and kind. And I love that. Anyway, bye. See you next week. Bye.